Have you ever found yourself so absorbed in a game that you lose all sense of time? Today, I'm highlighting some of the most addictive grindy games that will keep you hooked for hours on end. If you enjoy games with endless progression and rewards, you won't want to miss this. Stick around to discover which games will make hours feel like minutes. First on our list is Warframe. This game is perfect for anyone who loves setting their own pace and choosing their priorities. You don't have to rush. Instead, you can leisurely enjoy the journey and decide what to focus on. While there are certain tasks you need to complete in a specific order, like quests or gear tied to your mastery rank, that's part of the fun. Warframe excels at ensuring you're always progressing in multiple areas. As you work towards one goal, you'll often find yourself inadvertently collecting items or mods useful for another. For instance, you might be gathering mods for a specific build, and, before you know it, you already have most of what you need for your next build. The Warframe community is also top-notch. You can easily jump into the chat and ask for help, and there's usually an experienced player ready to assist you. Having a clan, even if it's just with real-life friends, can make a big difference by providing a steady source of help and guidance. One of the coolest features in Warframe is the trading system. You can trade various items like prime parts, augments, and syndicate weapons to earn platinum, the in-game currency. This means you don't have to spend real money if you don't want to. You can simply invest more time grinding in the game. If you decide to spend some real cash, waiting for a daily reward discount can be a smart move. With enough platinum, you can trade for almost anything you need, making the grind much more manageable. Instead of spending hours trying to get that rare mod with a low drop rate, you can just buy it from another player. Warframe's flexible approach to grinding, combined with its engaging community and trading system, makes it a standout game for those who love a good grind. Up next is Monster Hunter World. This game revolves around 4 key elements: preparation, hunting, killing, and repeating. These elements are fundamental to all Monster Hunter games. You can complete both the base game and the Iceborne DLC storylines, which delve into classic plots such as uncovering the reasons behind the presence of these creatures. The grind, however, is entirely optional and up to you. While you could finish the main story in about 60 hours, many players find themselves drawn to repeatedly hunting specific monsters to obtain parts for crafting impressive armor and weapons. Monster Hunter World excels in its dynamic combat system. Even when you're hunting the same monster multiple times, each hunt feels unique due to the variety in combat mechanics. Each weapon functions almost like its own class, adding layers of complexity and depth that keep every battle feeling fresh. Another standout feature is the cooperative gameplay. You can team up with friends or other players to take down challenging monsters, enhancing the overall enjoyment of the experience. The gameplay loop in Monster Hunter World is incredibly satisfying. The progression system is seamless, and the combat mechanics are fluid. Each weapon offers a unique playstyle, ensuring there's always something new to master. For me, this game stands out for its engaging mechanics and rewarding progression. It involves a grind, but one that you'll eagerly immerse yourself in, especially if you appreciate dynamic combat and cooperative play. Monster Hunter World is undeniably one of the most addictive grind-focused games where you'll find yourself losing track of time. Next on the list is Helldivers II. This game is incredibly enjoyable, offering a mix of challenge and fun without the toxic multiplayer atmosphere, focusing instead on PvE co-op gameplay. Progressing through the game requires dedication, particularly with expansive campaigns spanning across the galaxy that keep players engaged. Helldivers II receives regular updates, ensuring a steady stream of new content. It boasts diversity with various enemy factions, loadout options, and mission types, promising an action-packed experience. Gameplay primarily revolves around third-person shooting, with the option to switch to first-person for more precise aiming. While Helldivers 2 isn't the most difficult game, optimizing strategies can still pose a significant challenge. Although it may have occasional bugs, continuous updates have significantly enhanced the gameplay experience. The game's live service support is exemplary, ranking it among the best in its genre. Helldivers 2 also provides great value by allowing players to earn premium currency within a reasonable time frame, setting it apart from many other games with similar systems. This balance ensures a rewarding and fair experience for dedicated players. If you're a fan of action games and enjoy cooperative gameplay, Helldivers 2 is a game well worth investing your time in. Become a legend, become a Helldiver! Next on the list, we have Noita. I jumped into this game the moment it hit early access back in 2019, and let me tell you, it's one of the most grind-heavy experiences out there. Noita isn't exactly friendly to newcomers. There's no hand-holding or tutorial to ease you in. You're tossed straight into the deep end, and believe me, you will die a lot. You'll find yourself wondering, how am I supposed to do this? Or, this is impossible. But that's part of the charm. It takes many hours to achieve even a basic win. As you gradually learn the ropes, you'll discover that you can manipulate the game as much as it challenges you. Your consistency will improve as you gain confidence in crafting spells and understanding enemy behaviors. There's a huge amount of gameplay packed into Noita, with countless hours of content and an array of things to explore and unlock, many with absurdly difficult requirements. Despite the tough learning curve, it's incredibly rewarding. The depth and progression in Noita are like diving into an endless ocean. The game boasts cryptic lore, a massive map, and secrets so complex they feel nearly impenetrable at first. You'll come across countless tricks and techniques to master, and the wand building system is so intricate it feels like you could earn a degree just figuring it out. But once you get past that initial difficulty, you'll find Noita to be one of the most satisfying and complex games you've ever played. It's the kind of game that hooks you with its challenge and keeps you coming back with its endless possibilities. Next on our list is Elite Dangerous. The grind in this game varies significantly based on your goals and playstyle. If you enjoy fully upgrading your setups, Elite Dangerous offers plenty to keep you engaged, from unlocking engineers and faction ships to earning money. While these pursuits aren't necessary for enjoying the game, many players find optimizing their setups essential for maximizing their enjoyment. For completionists, unlocking and upgrading an entire fleet of ships can be a lengthy journey filled with diverse challenges and tasks. On the other hand, more casual players who prefer logging in, doing what they want, and logging off may find the grind less intense. However, maintaining motivation without clear, measurable goals can be challenging, potentially leading to aimless wandering and waning interest. Elite Dangerous features several milestones where new gameplay elements and opportunities unlock, such as progressing from small to medium ships and eventually to large ships. Achieving these milestones requires effort, but brings a sense of accomplishment and opens up new avenues for gameplay and income. Many players may feel discouraged during the initial grind, especially when aiming to acquire their first medium ship. However, for those who persevere, the game becomes increasingly rewarding with each new ship class, unlocking different possibilities and enhancing the overall experience. Whether you're a dedicated grinder striving for the best gear or a more laid-back player enjoying the vast universe, Elite Dangerous offers a diverse and engaging grind. Stick with it, reach those milestones, and you'll discover a rich and expansive game waiting for you. Next up is Deep Rock Galactic. This game stands out among grind-focused games because it's enjoyable right from the start. You don't need all the unlocks to have a great time, and unlocking new weapons and modules that suit your playstyle happens relatively quickly. In Deep Rock Galactic, the grind primarily revolves around maximizing the potential of the 4 classes by reaching level 25 and acquiring a set of perks applicable across all dwarves. Beyond that, there are time-gated overclocks for various weapons, and then it's all about cosmetics, which are entirely optional. Even seasonal rewards, which are cosmetic, eventually become available freely, so there's no fear of missing out. Promoting a dwarf after reaching level 25 doesn't take too long, especially when playing with random players at hazard levels 3 to 5. Generally, it takes about 4 to 6 hours per class for the first promotion, with a similar amount of time required for each subsequent promotion. Overclocks take longer to acquire due to the weekly limit of around 10 cores, translating to about 6 to 7 overclocks per week depending on RNG. There are approximately 148 overclocks across the 4 classes, averaging about 6 overclocks per weapon. You can have a fantastic time playing Deep Rock Galactic right from the beginning, even on the highest difficulty, without any overclocks. The best approach is to focus on enjoying the game, occasionally running suggested missions to progress with overclocks or season rewards. Everything else, including credits or crafting materials needed for progression, will naturally accumulate as you play. If you focus too much on the grind, you might encounter barriers, but simply engaging with the game will soon provide more than enough resources to overcome them. So this concludes my list of grind-focused games that I recommend. Which of these games have you already played or are currently playing? If you have any grindy game suggestions, Feel free to share them in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.